The Amazon case is one of the most well-known examples of bias in artificial intelligence applied to hiring. In 2014, the company developed an AI system to evaluate resumes with the goal of making the process more efficient and faster.
That's right. It actually seemed like an innovative solution, but the system began to discriminate against women. The AI was trained with the company's historical data in which men predominated in most positions. As a result, the AI repeated the same patterns, assuming that if there were more men, it should remain that way. This violates the principle of equal employment opportunities.
Exactly. By learning from past data, the AI algorithm determined that men were more suitable for certain roles, unfairly penalizing resumes that mention experiences or associations linked to women.
So the problem here isn't AI itself, it's the fact that it depends on biased historical data that ends up continuing past discriminations.
The worrying thing is that many of the affected candidates did not realize that they had been discriminated against since the system simply rejected their application.
How can we prevent this from happening in other hiring processes?
What we propose is to restructure the algorithm using new patterns that are not exclusively based on the repetition of historical data. Instead of depending on the fact that historically more men have held certain positions, the system should focus on objective criteria such as academic level, prioritizing candidates with masters and PhDs.
Our proposal is based on fostering both technical and ethical strategies. We need to implement parameters that promote diversity, inclusion, and equity to avoid technology perpetuating past inequalities.
That proposal is very interesting because it is not just about eliminating bias, but about redefining selection criteria to ensure that they are truly merit-based and focused on people's capabilities rather than on unjust historical patterns.
And the idea is for AI to stop learning only from what happens and instead focus on more objective and current indicators, right?
Exactly. It's a paradigm shift. Instead of AI relying on history, it should be reprogrammed with new criteria that prioritize academic training and, above all, integrate ethical values that guarantee a fair and transparent process. It would be very beneficial to create a website where the company's hiring decisions are transparently displayed.
We also must not forget the importance of human supervision. Even with these new patterns, it is crucial that ethics experts and recurring audits confirm that the system works correctly and maintains standards of fairness.
First, it is crucial to temporarily halt the current AI system being used for hiring and to implement human supervision for the hiring process. Then, the algorithm used in the AI system should be retrained using a diverse and inclusive database, thereby eliminating previous biases. To achieve this, bias detection tools can be used, and audits must be conducted periodically every 3 to 6 months.
Another key measure is transparency. Not only should the algorithms be restructured, but there should also be a system in which if a candidate feels unfairly rejected, they can request a review by a human team to verify the decision.
On top of that, it's crucial to establish clear policies for designing future AI systems within the company. This ensures compliance with international regulations.
It's not just about efficiency, but about doing it in a way that respects our values and promotes equity.
That is the goal, to leverage technology without losing sight of the human factor. Innovation must go hand in hand with ethics.
These measures not only eradicate discrimination in the hiring process but also foster equity, diversity, and inclusion within the company.
Exactly. It is not just about correcting a technical error, but about redefining selection criteria to ensure they are genuinely fair and merit-based.
This should be accompanied by ethics training for AI developers to ensure that technology is used as a tool for progress rather than perpetuating inequalities.
The example of Amazon helps us improve. With these new patterns, we will incorporate our ethical values, transforming AI into a tool that boosts talent and embraces diversity.
Technology should create opportunities for everyone, not perpetuate inequalities. With these measures, we can move towards more fair and transparent hiring processes.
It is true that we must use our technology to advance as a society, but to achieve this, we must also collaborate as a society to bring about change.
But unfortunately, in Mexico and many other parts of the world, there are still no official rules or regulations regarding the use of AI systems in hiring processes. That allows some companies to use these systems without any outside supervision.
This is a major issue. Without regulations, each company decides how to use AI, and if there are no clear rules, bias and discrimination can continue to occur without consequences.
Exactly. It is important for the government and international organizations to establish rules that require companies to ensure their systems are fair and transparent.
Technology should be used to advance society. To achieve this, we need to collaborate and design systems that promote equity and transparency.
To ensure this is sustainable and continues to be a fair employment process without any form of discrimination, it is crucial that we follow certain strategies.
One option to consider would be the possibility of having our system under continuous monitoring and maintenance in order to make sure it can correctly assess employee performance.
I agree, and it is also important to have transparency. It is necessary to be clear about our requirements for selecting employees.
It is also important for the community to be involved in all of this for it to be sustainable. We need to educate managers and human resources personnel about diversity and awareness of discrimination.